A murder suspect and his wife are facing more than 20 felonies tonight. And according to the Polk County Sheriff's Office, it's because they illegally towed the vehicles of hard-working people. Let's go to Fox 13's Ken Suarez at the Polk Sheriff's Office in Winter Haven with the details, and I'm sure they're colorful, Ken.
Always, Polk County and Grady Judd, of course, are going to be very, very colorful. This is going to be no different than all the other stories. But this one starts off with a guy that we introduced you to a couple of months ago when he was charged with second-degree murder for shooting a man. Well, now his problems legally are much, much greater.
Mr. Den, you are here charged with no identification on the vehicle.
Michael Den just went before a judge for a second bond hearing. The last one was for second-degree murder in the death of Barosso-Muriel. He was back in court this time because he and his wife, Elissa, who had already bonded out, are accused of a number of felonies for illegally towing people.
We're asking for $1 bond on each count.
But the judge set her own bond.
Which in this case would be $1,000 on each of those charges.
Outside, Den's attorney said Polk Sheriff Grady Judd arrested his client on the towing violations because the murder case against him is falling apart.
Sounds like retaliation to me. It smells like it. It looks like it. It quacks like it. It's retaliation.
All this started back in May when Strap Towing hauled 19 vehicles out of a mobile home park in North Lakeland after hours, including Muriel's, for not having a permit. At the time, it was sitting in a driveway under a carport. Judd says Den made what ended up being a fatal mistake. According to Judd, Den should have offered Muriel and his family a chance to avoid having the car towed by paying a reduced fee, but he didn't.
Had he followed the law and given them the opportunity to pay half the fee that night, that murder the next day never would have occurred.
When Muriel went to the tow yard to retrieve the car, investigators say Den wanted to charge him an extra fee to tow the car from the back of the property to the front. An argument broke out. Investigators say after Den's brother punched Muriel, he got into a car.
Swerves and hits Michael Den's brother, injuring him. Then he spins the car around, jumps out of the vehicle. Michael Den approaches him, shoots him, and kills him.
Judd says all this could have been avoided.
What was the genesis of this problem? Well, it was an over-aggressive tow company. That's where it started.
So Judd says that the investigation into the second-degree murder spawned a second one, that into the business practices of that towing company. And in Judd's words, he says, in Polk County vernacular, they just ain't right. Linda?
He's right. All right. Thank you, Ken Suarez.